Y'all having fun yet? Whoop, whoop.
All right, so we're on the internet now.
Eric is still on his feet. I'm so proud of you, man. He's up, but his pants aren't. Are we on? Is this thing on yet?
Yep.
Is this thing on yet? How many bars do we have? How many bars do we have? It's a joke. Just laugh. Go with it. All right, everybody. How about a warm welcome or a warm round of applause for Bobby Z? Woo! Good job, Bobby Z. And welcome back to the Open Mic Atlanta stage here at the American Ale House and the Wild Karaoke stage. Give it up for my good Irish friend, Jake O'Neill. Woo!
All right. Well, since we're on the internet and everything, I would like to take a moment to say hello to my beautiful girlfriend, Morgan. And I'm about to shift gears a little bit. Yeah, everyone's playing all these nice songs, and I'm going back to what I do. So here we go. Oh, please. All right. To the crossroads, play me a little game. The devil, he said, come sit at my table. I said, deal me in. I had all the odds, still came up short. Said, well, that's just the way it goes. Looked that devil right between his eyes, said, double or nothing, asshole. The devil, for all I was worth, I didn't have me a dime. He says nothing left, boy, you done lost it all. Your soul is already mine. He sent me home with what I saw. Same go waste you a little bit of time, but you'll be back by here to see me again. You committed one too many crimes. Well, the years went by, I could never really cry. I wasted every one of my tears. Lived every day just for my demise. Life's pretty hard when you ain't got fears. What's the point of even going on? I asked the barrel of my gun, and right before I got the guts to pull the trigger, I seen that rising sun. I realized that damn moment there ain't no need for any rush. The devil might give me one of these days, but today he is out of touch. You gotta stop abusing your memories. You thought about them old things way too much. You got two healthy legs, so try walking through life without losing weight to that crutch. Laying in my last sheets and on my last bed, that old memory popped into my head. I wasn't even sure now if it was ever true. It didn't really matter after all I've been through. So now I'm headed on out. I'm not quite sure where I should go. But if I may be honest, I guess I'd just as soon not know. All right. Appreciate it. All right. This is a song about not going to accounting class. Sitting in accounting class, accounting for every second past. If I hear anything, it sniffles or a whisper. An image of elsewhere couldn't be crisper. My eyes are burning and my mouth's open wide. I'm allergic to learning and it's hard to hide. There's so many breaths but no airflow. My legs can't rest but there's nowhere to go. I had a big old book but it went and got lost. May God curse the crook who called it what it cost. I look up from my lap to meet the teacher's eyes, put on the old act of a student who tries. Dodging glances and shifting stances, trying to avoid classroom romances. How can you learn? There's too many people. We are general issue, but we ain't all equal. They try to keep up, I volunteer to fall back. Remind me next year why I shouldn't crawl back. They say it's important, but to me it's suicide. No sense in calling shotgun if you didn't want to ride. All right. Appreciate it. All right. This song is called Killing Indecision, and I wrote it right before I dropped out of college. Good boy, Jakey, keep your head in the game. Be careful with those films, they remind you of fame. Don't waste your life chasing what you ain't gonna get. You gotta meet these goals that have been preset. Listen to me closely, boy, I'm telling you the truth. You're lucky to have learned what you learned with your youth. It's elsewhere you seek, and you probably should get going. You gotta break a streak if you wanna be growing. What you wanna leave for your family's all there. You got a million good friends, or do you even care? You're gonna regret it, that grass ain't so green. You remember I said it and you know what I mean. You lived your whole life in one or two towns. Keep your old feet, boy, but find some new ground. You see the same folks each and every day. Sooner or later, rub them all the wrong way. You ought to count your blessings, there's a roof above your head. You got a pile of laundry and you're always being fed. It's a mean old world and you might not make it. You can't rely on chance if you don't ever take it. It's time you Quit that stuff, son, it's doing you no good, but it helps me get by, yeah, that much is understood. Life's about more than getting high and through, and that shit ain't good for nothing but paralyzing you. You wake up so mad and it never gets better. You curse the love you had while you wish you were together. You gotta move past now to have any future. You can take my present if it means anything to you. When it comes down, boy, it comes down to you. But time she's a wasting, we got things to do. One way or the other, it's time to make a choice. And you say it out loud, time to use your pretty little voice. All right. Appreciate it. All right, last one I'm doing.
All right, Jake O'Neill, he's going to do one more for us.
All right, this one's called Paranoid Optimism.
After Jake, we got Cowboy Bob is coming back up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Nice. No, you're cool. All right, here we go. The light coming through the window is looking kind of dim. The man in the reflection don't like me, 'cause I don't look like him. People tell me I'm creative, they barely seen a thing. Me, I think I'm overrated, still don't have my Super Bowl ring. I'm writing my autobiography one day at a time. I read it back to myself and say, how odd is he? Then I try to make it all rhyme. I'm top from the bottom, build up a contradiction. Cold hard facts, I never saw them, 'cause wars are fought with fiction. I find myself upon another crossroads, different from the one before. Cursing my free will as every thought goes, this invention's such a goddamn chore. Every road's unknown unless you're backtracking. Backtracking won't find you nothing new. Every story tells about a man of action. That man might as well be you. Started thinking that your enemies are too big. Might be right, them boys are looking pretty tough. You'd have to be a damn fool not to be scared, but you never thought it wasn't ever gonna get rough. So lace up them boots and head on out. Dare the storm.